Hello, everyone. Welcome to Synergy Theater. I'm Eileen Tumlin, and I'll be your host for the evening. And tonight you'll be seeing the final performance of the Improvised Courtroom of Judge Moody. It's been a really fun show, but all good things must come to an end, I suppose. Um, Synergy Theater performs full-length plays in a large variety of genres, and when we are not stuck inside of our homes doing this, we are usually performing at the Dean Lesher Center for the Performing Arts in Walnut Creek, California. But we are really happy that we can continue to bring the fun to you, and we're going to do that tonight via this live stream show on YouTube and Facebook. So if you're watching us, make sure that you are logged into your YouTube account so that you can interact with us, because we will be asking you for some specific suggestions to get our show started tonight. So we really need you. It's going to be a lot of fun. And as you know, this is the Improvised Courtroom of Judge Moody. And in the spirit of courtroom television, our courtroom will be presided over the esteemed Judge Moody herself. And we will hear all of the dramatic and juicy details of just two small claims disputes. And you, our wonderful audience, will tell us before we start the show just what those cases are. So if you like courtroom drama or simulated courtroom proceedings, or if you're just really nosy and you like hearing all the details of other people's problems, then I think you'll have fun tonight. And the fun really starts, though, with you. So we really need you to log in and get ready to give us some suggestions. So tonight, we're going to need suggestions for the nature of the complaint. What would bring two people into the courtroom to go against each other as plaintiff and defendant? So give us that offense, if you would. Describe it just briefly. We're looking for something that just describes the nature of a complaint. Could be something trivial or more serious, but it's definitely not something like murder. We're just looking for something that you might see in small claims court. But it could be anything. So please give us some, whatever suggestion comes to mind. And we'll need a couple more suggestions. So we're going to we have more than one case, so please keep giving us your suggestions. We'll need more than one. And while you're thinking of those suggestions for the nature of the case, we'll need another suggestion. So Judge Moody happens to be a very entrepreneurial businesswoman. So she's not only a judge, but she often pursues extracurricular business activities outside of the courtroom. So we need you, again, our audience, to give us a suggestion for whatever product or service that Judge Moody is now endorsing. So it could be anything. It could be a book or some product that she really likes or some service that she's going to be providing. But we need your suggestion to give us what Judge Moody's product or entrepreneurial endeavor is. And I see a number of fabulous suggestions coming in. I still don't see anything for a product or an endorsement. So please think about that, something that Judge Moody herself hopes to make money off of, because she's very smart that way. So please go ahead and give us that suggestion. So we're getting lots of great suggestions from you. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness. So you won't know what the case is until the case actually begins, and you won't know what the product is until she starts endorsing it. So you'll be surprised and hopefully pleasantly surprised. So go ahead and go grab your snacks, get ready, sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the Improvised Courtroom of Judge Moody.
You are about to witness the courtroom of Judge Moody. The people are unreal. Their problems are unreal. The verdict is final. Both parties have dropped their claims and agreed to have their cases settled in this forum, the Improvised Courtroom of Judge Moody.
Ronnie, I can't hear you. Ronnie, Your microphone's not working.
Can you hear me now, Judge?
Yeah. They always mess up the sound, don't they?
Sorry about that, Judge. Okay, so today we have the case of the missing stolen newspaper delivery. Defendant Shar Duhnay is claiming that plaintiff Holly Toledo is claiming that Shar Duhnay has stolen her newspapers. And we're here.
Okay,
Sorry, Judge,
very
I'm
well.
a little off my game today, Judge. It was a wild night last night. Huh?
Let's not talk about this in front of the cameras and everything. Okay, Ronnie, it was a one-time night. Anyways, here we are. Thank you all for coming. Miss Holly Toledo, you say your newspaper has been stolen by Miss Chardonnay here. Is that correct?
Mhm. That
Now,
is correct.
what is the nature of your relationship? How do you know each other?
Sorry, Your Honor, that is correct. I know Miss Chardonnay here, who would barely be a miss, because she is my neighbor, longtime neighbor, by the way, of 9.5 years, ever since we moved in at the same time. It's a duplex, a sort of duplex, or separate houses, but they're close, you know? It's a lot, right? It's a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
So she has been stealing my newspapers, which she knows I rely on because I keep looking for casting announcements that are in the newspaper for locals to be in the upcoming Hallmark movies. And she knows I want to be in the Hallmark movie.
Mm-hmm.
I have to know what's going on. I have
That's
to.
true. That's the only way to get into a Hallmark movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's enough from you now. Thank you.
Right, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Chardonnay, you've been stealing newspapers. What's your side of the story?
Well, she's right. I have been taking the newspapers, but what she doesn't realize is that I am trying to help her. She is my neighbor and friend of 9.5 years, as she said, and I am just getting her paper early so that I can look for those ads for her and help her.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, we have some evidence here. I see, here's a photograph that I see of a newspaper that Miss Holly Toledo found after Miss Chardonnay left it back in the garden. Okay, and there's the page with the casting, and I see that one of them was circled and one of them was cut out. Now, Miss Holly Toledo claims, Miss Chardonnay, that you cut out that casting role. Tell us that story.
Because I wanted that role. I deserve that role. Yes, I've been acting around the house for years, and I saw those parts that said, if you're an actress around the house, this would be the part for you. So I wanted to audition for it.
Okay, now I'm going to need some more background to this if I'm going to really understand the headspace. Okay, let's take it back. Now I understand that what's hotly contested is that there is something that happened on the day that you moved in, both of you on the same day. Now tell me that story. What happened there? Miss Toledo, your turn.
Thank you, Your Honor. 9.5 years ago, we both answered the call to move into the houses at the same time. Originally, though, I wanted to be in the A section 2176A, right? Because it's the duplex.
Okay. Yeah, there's two of them. Okay.
But Chardonnay got A instead. And she told me she wanted B. But then that's not what she said to the landlord, and she got A. And so ever since, I feel like every time I say something, she lies to me and double crosses me. Like I had her over to watch the Hallmark movies with me, and not once was she telling me I want to be in these movies instead. No, she said, "Oh, Holly, you'd be so good at it." Lies.
So tell me this, Miss Danae. Okay. Tell me how you feel when you watch those Hallmark movies. What does it make you feel inside? Huh? Give me the vibe. Is there Chardonnay? Are you drinking Chardonnay, Miss Chardonnay? Are you eating popcorn?
I'm
Or is
eating
it more of a
popcorn.
chocolate Dove chocolate bar kind of night? What is it?
Well, I love the Hallmark movie night that we've been doing. I love it. And I just think that Holly Toledo, my friend, would just be so good in those Hallmark movies because one, they're so romantic and she's so pretty. And yet some of those parts I just don't think are right for her. So I think that I am right for them. And then what I want to do is have her do it with me.
Now, I know that none of you have been made aware of this, but the show likes to, find out more about the cases as much as we can. So we, in fact, do have somebody here today to testify. And it is a casting director.
Yes, Your Honor, we have what casting director here, Polly Dunay.
Oh, Polly Denay. I understand that she's the mother of Chardonnay. She's a famous casting director in the wider Los Angeles area.
That's
And
right. That's right.
now tell us, you had an auditions with both of these two ladies, these wonderful ladies.
Let
Tell
me
us how it
tell
went.
you, Judge, may I speak? There's this
Okay, allow it. I allow.
backstory here, backstory. These two young ladies, they have a long history. I have tried and tried to get them to get along. But ever since they were both in Escape from Werewolf Mountain and the sequel, Return to Escape from Werewolf
I
Mountain.
thought I recognized you.
These two have been in direct competition. And I have tried to mend their relationship, but no. I don't know what to say.
Can I speak, Your Honor?
Okay, fine.
You know how challenging it can be when your frenemy, your friend, you're not friends, your friend, you're not friends, you support each other, you don't support each other. His mother is the one giving advice, who obviously doesn't support her own daughter enough when she's acting in her house. Could have given us more to work with.
Yeah, that is an interesting point. The Denays, both of you. There's some collusion going on, I'm sensing right here.
Well,
Do you
clearly,
not support your daughter enough that she therefore doesn't want to support her friend? But I need to know definitively.
all right.
This seems to come down to the issue of one of these ladies is a better actress than the other, and whoever is the better actress probably deserves to receive those newspaper clippings. Now, Miss Denay, Miss Polly Denay, you have to tell me who is the better actress among these two.
Shar, I love you. I love you like a daughter.
Because she is your daughter.
And I love her like one but she's not the best actress.
What?
Shar, do you know why we didn't get to do the sequel to Return to Escape from Werewolf Mountain? It was because you couldn't say the line. But
What?
Papa always told me it was okay. You flubbed that line every time.
Well, because they wouldn't let me wear my glasses and I couldn't see it. I kept, Mom,
Okay. So it seems that Holly is but Ronnie, who's this man?
Oh, yeah. He just came busting in, Your Honor. Jason Weingarten.
Thank you. I
Yes,
into rooms last night.
I have some evidence that is pertinent to the case, Your Honor.
Okay, fine. I'll allow it. What is it?
Don't look at me like that, Polly. You knew I wouldn't be gone forever. Judge, I am Ms. Dunay's father.
Huh. Okay. And what is it that you bring to this case other than DNA?
It's my fault. The reason that she flubbed that line about her papa in the movie again and again. The reason that she's trying desperately to escape her real life and disappear behind the magical mist of romance movies is because I abandoned her.
Hmm.
I
Very
feel you, Mr. Weingart. I know how it feels to be abandoned. You think you love somebody. You think you had a special time with them one night. They tell you they have feelings for you and they love you. Then the next day they just go and stab you behind your back as though nothing ever happened.
Okay, strike that from the record.
That's what happened. That's what he did.
I understand, Your Honor. My father abandoned me as a child also.
Okay, so it sounds like equally both of you have excuses for being bad actors,
Your Honor,
bad fathers.
may I have permission to address Miss Donay?
Okay, but you're getting on my nerves, Mr. Weingarten.
Sure.
Dad.
Don't you understand? You don't need to keep running away into a life of false personas. You and I need to heal. And you can be happy being who you really are.
I like being other people in the Hallmark Channel. They have fun lives. They're happy. Nothing bad happens to them except they stub their toe every now and again. But everything is
Life
flowery.
isn't a TV show. And Polly, I'm sorry that I left you.
Okay, well, that's
Jason.
very touching, Mr. Weingarten.
I'm sorry.
Ironically,
I
I
have
feel like we're in a Hallmark movie.
This
Yes.
is more like a Lifetime movie, if I could just add clarification, because you don't have abandoned fathers in Hallmark movies. But it's really sweet.
Holly, I have a role that you need to talk to me about later, but Jason, I think it's time that we told the girls the truth.
Polly,
Oh, yes, bring it on. This is what we need right here, truth.
It's not just that you left us, Jason. It's that we've been lying to these two all of this time. We've been keeping a secret from them, and they need to know.
What?
go on, Polly. You're right.
Girls, you're sisters.
What?
You're sisters. You're identical sisters, but I had some surgery done on you when you were an infant, Char, so that I could use you in different roles. And then when your father left us, I could only support one of you, and Holly, I had to let you go.
Oh
And
my.
went to the Toledo family.
So,
Oh, order in the court, order in the court. This is quite a wild incident right here.
so when I said I wanted a sister every Christmas, every holiday, every morning, night, somebody to play with, you lied to me? Oh,
Wait,
It's really awful being lied to, isn't it? You think one thing, and then immediately the next day, you learn something new. Isn't that right, Judge?
Ronnie,
Wow,
we'll
Ronnie.
discuss this later. Maybe we can discuss it over drinks.
He's very intelligent, Judge.
can I say something to Holly?
And can I say something to Shar?
Yeah, everybody's talking to me at 50 miles per hour right here, okay? What I need to know right now, I need to see, what I understand is that we have some footage. We have some footage from a recent Hallmark movie that escaped to which from the Vampire Mountain, that thing, that perfectly encapsulates this problem between you two of the acting, and we will definitively decide who is the better actress among these two sisters, okay? So we'd like to play that movie clip right now just for the court to determine.
Playing the movie now, Judge.
And I believe it's a scene in which the two characters escaping from Witch Mountain find out that they're sisters. Okay. Well, how fitting.
When my papa left, he went away. He really went far away. Ah!
Oh, well, my papa, He's home. He didn't go far away at all. But my mama, when she left, she went really far away. Ah,
Well,
ah.
you look like somebody that looks like me. And I want to kill you because you're on which mountain? Rich mountain.
Which mountain? Which mountain? Oh, well, you look like me. And I feel competitive about that because I've always wanted to have someone around who looked like me, but I was by myself all the time with my mom who didn't have enough time for me. And so I didn't get to have any real friends or bonding like with a sister. Arr!
Well, I want to rip off your face because I don't have a father. Arr!
Oh, I want to take you down because I don't have any proper familial relationships.
I want to take you down first because I was never nurtured as a child.
I want to take you down first because I don't know how to communicate my feelings.
I can only communicate with my claws.
I can only communicate by being aggressive and being upset at other people with my words.
That was the scene. Great. Let's come back. I think I'm getting who is a better actress here, but we'll just ask a few more questions to feel it out. Mr. Weingarten, you have something to say.
I do. I was the one who wrote that screenplay. I thought that if I put those words into your mouths, it would somehow help you start to come to terms with the reality that you one day had to face.
All I really want to do right now is rip your face off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. We allow a lot of things in this courtroom, but ripping faces off of each other is not one of them, okay?
I'll just say one more thing. I'll just say that unlike the characters in a Hallmark movie, people aren't perfect. Fathers aren't perfect, and mothers aren't perfect. And heck, daughters aren't perfect either. But that's what real life is, learning to love each other, even though we're not perfect, without everything being tied up neatly in a bow of eloquence and poetry.
Yeah, that's right. You hear that, Judge? Imperfect things deserve love too. And just because someone else might be in a lower position doesn't mean that they're lower in status or worth of love.
Oh.
Ronnie,
Oh,
come on. Pull yourself together. We can talk.
Your Honor?
Okay, yes, Miss Toledo, yes.
Can I just say that my relationship with you, Shar, makes a lot more sense now. And I guess I've always liked having you around, and you stealing my roles or trying to is kind of like a sister stealing each other's clothing. And that's kind of nice in a way.
And you know what, Holly, there's just one thing that I never told you. Is one time when you got the paper back and I had cut something out, it wasn't about the part I wanted. It was a bad review about you and I didn't want you to see it. And so every day I go to the newspaper and I look to make sure there's nothing bad.
Oh, wait, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Can I switch my case to be against Mr. Weingarten, my father?
Indeed. In fact, I think that that's a great idea.
And
And
it's a class action suit because I want in.
you know
At
what? I'm
least
starting this case right now. And here's my decision, okay?
Mhm.
Mr. Weingarten will pay for 2 newspaper subscriptions to be sent to A and B of the duplex apartments. Furthermore, in order to invest in this familial relationship that we all have just discovered, you will be personally, Mr. Weingarten, writing a movie. And Mr. Ney, you will cast your 2 daughters, and they will play sisters who love each other very much. And within that, you'll be able to mend this relationship. Thank you very much.
May I just say one last thing?
Okay, fine, I'll allow it.
Polly, as long as we're going to be working together, I don't suppose you'd want to marry me.
oh, Jason. Oh, I never stopped loving you. You think we could do it now?
I do.
Oh, Judge. Could you do it for us, please?
Okay, yeah, I don't see why not. I am a judge after all. Okay. You take him,
I do.
and you take her.
Oh, I do.
Okay, you can kiss each other.
Yay.
Look, it's starting to snow.
Isn't it great to see love stories succeed? Isn't it wonderful? Everybody in the audience tonight, everybody around this judge's bench, isn't it wonderful to see when people are meant to be together and they end up together? They share a beautiful night that results in two lovely daughters, and they are very much in love with each other. Thank you. Okay.
Come
Next.
on, Polly, let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Who knew I would be getting an actual sister out of the whole deal? And really, maybe that's kind of nice to have someone to share roles with and read lines with.
She's so beautiful. I always thought she was beautiful.
It really makes sense that she had all that plastic surgery and things as a kid because, whoa, she was a little weird looking. But now I get it. Now I get it.
I can't wait to have a sister to share movies with and TV and boys and stories and a pajama party.
It'll be nice to get into real fights that don't matter about anything anymore and be the really cool older twin sister. I'm probably the older one who gets all the cool parts. Yeah.
I really love her. She's my best friend.
All right, all rise. The next
Okay.
case, Your Honor, is
Wait, but
between.
first,
Yeah.
bailiff, I wanted to discuss with you what happened last night.
Go ahead.
Ronnie, thank you very much. You know, what I see you as is a wonderful coworker and a great friend and an occasional lover. And what I would like to do with you is go on a romantic getaway, maybe to see our feelings. And indeed, Judge Moody is now selling romantic getaways to none other than Fairfield, California.
That's right, Judge.
Beautiful fields. Ronnie, tell us more about these beautiful things that you see in Fairfield.
Well, beautiful Fairfield, California, has not only parking lots, but also concrete paved roads that you can park your car on.
Yes, and you'll be enjoying the finest getaway experiences when you go on this getaway to Fairfield. You will go to the Olive Garden and breadsticks.
And not only the Olive Garden, but if you need to have a little fun later, there's a CVS right down the corner for a contraceptive.
Yes, and while you are at CVS, you will also be allowed to select from the many wonderful selections of boxed wine that I know I've partaken in with Ronnie here.
Well, Fairfield sounds like a swell place to visit, Judge.
Oh, it is, you know, and when you pay for the Judge Moody Fairfield experience, you know what else you get? You get a lover's tour of the Jelly Belly factory.
The Jelly Belly factory? You don't say.
I do say, Ronnie, you and your lovely lady, whoever she might be, if it's not me, you can feed each other all the flavors of the Jelly Belly alphabet, however you want to say it. I can only just say that this is a wonderful experience. Please buy it. We have so many spots available. I mean, so many. And you will be staying at a lovely quality inn.
Well, sign me up, Judge, because I'm going to go to Fairfield, California.
Maybe you and I can re-explore what happened last night in Fairfield.
I would love that, Judge.
Okay, well, get that next case.
All rise. The next case is between plaintiff, with defendant Ryan Slick and the plaintiff Dolinda Abernathy. Dolinda is complaining because Mr. Ryan Slick has started a neighborhood petting zoo. Begin.
Now, this is an unusual case. Let's hear about it. Miss Abernathy, please explain this whole situation with the petting zoo.
Well, We live in a quiet community. It's a very lovely home-based, desirable community where there's beautiful gardens. And this neighbor, Mr. Slick, recently decided to bring in a series of small animals, mostly mammals, but some rodents, all with the intention of inviting young children over so that they could pet them. And shortly thereafter, there was a horrific aroma that emanated throughout our beautiful neighborhood, thus causing a reduction in real estate values and demoralization of the entire community. And now the tot lot, which is a shared common space, has been overrun with a number of furry rodents and small mammals.
You know what? I don't like this at all. I don't like it one bit. Mr. Slick, why would you want to have a petting zoo?
All right. First of all, animals are like the most beautiful thing in like the world. And if kids don't have like the opportunity to pet animals, it's like they're living in a prison. So I'm doing a community service. I'm exposing the children to the beauty of animals. And maybe they're all rodents, maybe they're all vermin, but that's all we got.
Your
Yes,
Honor,
Ms. Abernathy.
I would like to say that we have recently had a number of lovely community members come down ill with the Black Plague. And I am certain that it's due to Mr. Slick's rats.
Mr. Slick, what is it about you and these rats? What is it about your personality that makes you want to have rodents running around spreading the plague?
Look, when I was a kid, I grew up in an orphanage. I didn't grow up in some nice suburban house like Ms. Abernathy did. I didn't grow up with a nanny. I didn't grow up with 2 cars on my 16th birthday. I lived like a rat in a cold water orphanage. And if it was good enough for me, then it's good enough for my friends, the real rats.
Let's hear about, I understand there are some other neighbors here. There's a neighbor who contracted the plague from these rodents. Let's bring them in and see how they feel about the rodent situation. Ronnie, can you please bring him in?
Enter.
We have 2.
Oh no, it's
Of the plague. Now, what I understand about the bubonic plague is that you will first start feeling some big swelling right in your armpits. Is that correct? Those are huge swellings. And thank you for coming in to this courtroom right now with the plague. Now tell me, how did you get this plague? What was the experience like of visiting this petting zoo? And why would you go to a petting zoo with rats in the first place? Let's hear it.
Well, Mr. Slick, he told me I could get a therapy rat if I came over. And so I did. I came over and I got a therapy rat. And I was supposed to sleep with it so I could sleep better. And look at me now, I'm gonna die.
Okay, the other one, what happened with you? Why did you go to the petting zoo?
I wanted to look at the guinea pigs because they were my favorite. When I was a little girl, I had one and I went over there to pet one, but it was covered in sores. So I felt bad for it. I picked it up, I cuddled it. Now I'm so sick.
Now, I have another question here. I want to know more. I don't really care about the plague. Who does? So let's hear about why how did you feel upon entering? Was this a petting zoo of love? Was this a petting zoo? Was this petting zoo, as Mr. Ryan Slick says, a functioning zoo, a place where a child could grow up and be successful if they were raised there? What would you say about this, other than the plague being there?
That's it. It was like the pearly gates. You go through and the rats are lying down with the guinea pigs. It's like, the what is that? The lions and the lamb. And I looked at Mr. Slick, and he was glowing. He was like the answer to my prayers.
And he lures you in with the puppies and the babies first. And so you want to touch them. They're cute. And you get sucked in. And then all of a sudden, you're down this dark abyss of plague.
Where you're having orgies in the basement. That's it.
Ronnie, please escort these two plagued ladies out of the courtroom.
All right, let's go. Let's move on out of here. Come on.
Go to the hospital and get some
Get it going.
antibiotics, which will kill the plague. Thank you very much.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Oh no. Your Honor, I have something to say. Ryan Slickman from Wegeforth Elementary School, 3rd grade. Does that ring a bell? I think it does, doesn't it?
Oh my God. You're Dorothy Popaninsky.
Yes. And you're doing the same tricks that you did back then, trying to lure the girls in with some 4-legged or 2-legged furry rodent.
I remember you. You're that girl who used to sit in the back of the classroom and snicker every time I had to read out loud because they didn't teach me no good reading in the orphanage.
Can't help it that it sounds funny, Mr. Slickman. I couldn't help it that you sounded funny. I was just laughing.
How many private tutors did you have when we were in 3rd grade?
3.
Yeah, and how many after-school Stanley Kaplan early achievement courses did you go to?
6.
Yeah, well, you know what I did after 3rd grade? I went back to the orphanage and I had to take this greasy, crappy sponge and I had to clean the wooden floors of the dorm rooms. And it was freezing cold in the winter and there was nothing to keep me warm, certainly no books to read.
Do you mean that you were in a real orphanage and you weren't just making all that up?
I told you that when we was kids. Why the hell would I make something like that up?
I thought you just wanted attention, and I thought that's why you sounded funny when you read, and that's why I laughed at you, because I thought you wanted the attention. I thought you liked it.
You know,
Yeah.
Mrs. Slick, I have to agree with Miss Abernathy. You do seem like you like attention very much.
Your Honor, I have some large bumps growing in my underarms, and my nodes are getting really big as I speak.
Let me tell you both something, Judge. I suppose you went to a nice expensive law school, didn't you? Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Close your eyes in shame. You listen to
Yes.
me, Dorothy and Judge. While you two were growing up in your suburban, beautiful backyards and your Park Avenue apartments, while I was there like a rat in that orphanage, and you two were looking out your little windows like those little French poodles with your fancy hair and your 6 different dog walkers, one for every day of the week. Well, we was born different, you and I. And you two were born with some stuff that I'll never have. But you know what I did have? I had welts on my back, and I had sores on my neck, and I had bumps under my arms. And now you do too. And now you know what it's like to be a rat.
Mr. Slick, are you saying that you had the plague as a child?
I had all kinds of things.
Oh
Hmm.
no. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry that that happened to you. And you know, I've been donating money to the orphanage and the nunnery and the convent all this time. And oh, what's that on the floor? Oh, did you bring them in with you?
Your
Yes,
Honor, there's a
I
bunch
did.
of rodents crawling around the floor. What would you like me to do with them?
Oh, God.
There's nothing you can do because all I have to do is snap my fingers and this place is going to be crawling with rats. And if you think you're up on your privilege now, wait until my rats come and drag you down into the gutter with me.
What kind of freaking pipe situation are we in right now? Mr. Slick, this is disgusting. Why would you want to prove to other people that you're good and you can be raised well with rats and then release the plague on them? Why would you do that? What is it inside of you? You still have a lot of anger at people who are raised wealthy?
Yes!
Your Honor, permission to arrest Ryan Slick.
Wait, Ronnie. Wait. I still think that there's more good in Mr. Slick, and I don't think that he will release that box of rodents.
No, go ahead. Isn't that what you rich people like to do? Arrest us poor people and throw us in jail so you don't gotta look at us?
No. No.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Ronnie, who is this woman?
Your Honor, this is Gloria
Sorry.
Stefanese.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting, Your Majesty. Ryan, do you not recognize your foster mother? I raised this boy for 3 months of my life.
Oh, my dear.
And I just want to say, Ronnie was a dear, dear child. He did have a thing for rats, which he may have picked up at my very own home. But I need you to know he's a good boy. He just loves animals. And he never hurt him or anything like that. He's a good boy. And I don't know what that lady over there was saying, over there with the big bulbs under her armpits, but she's wrong. I know my little Ryan. I couldn't keep him because we had to move to Florida, but we're back now, obviously. Anyway, he's a good boy, and I just need you all to know that.
First of all, thank you for taking him in. Oh, Your
My
Honor,
pleasure.
I have something to say.
Okay.
All
Go.
this time I've been giving money to the convent and the orphanage and all these animal rights groups, and all this time I've been a hypocrite. I think that I haven't even done what this woman here who lived in Florida, for goodness sake. Isn't that enough of a sacrifice right there? But not only that, she took a child in as a foster child. You're a saint.
Yes, I think we all can agree she's a saint.
And
Stefanese.
I'm a hypocrite, Your Honor. I would like to retract my case, and I would like to perhaps make a donation in kind.
That is very kind of you, Miss Abernathy. However, there is, I think, a moral obligation for Mr. Slick to pay for all of the antibiotics which are going to be needed to cure the neighborhood of the bubonic plague, which it seems Miss Abernathy is coming down with, and maybe myself as well. So, Mr. Slick, you will, as part of the punishment, you will be paying for that. However,
And where am I supposed to get any of that money from?
listen to me. What is going to happen is that this petting zoo is going to operate on a money income situation. It sounds like a great petting zoo. Once we get the plague cured out of it, we can get some better animals in there. The show will pay to put in a goat. How about that? And once the petting zoo starts making some income, Mr. Slick, you will be able to reimburse everybody for their treatments for the plague. And then the
No.
whole neighborhood will love to see this beautiful thing. What is it, Mr. Slick? Really?
No.
Why not?
No, you don't get it. I don't want to get rid of the rats for better animals. I'm trying to make you see the rats.
Wow. Well, I think you're right. I'm sorry.
You
Okay,
know,
maybe I've misjudged rats. Maybe they can be wonderful creatures, and oh,
I
it
kn-
looks like she's got a beautiful rat.
Look how cute they are.
So,
Look at them. I got a white one. Ryan.
okay, fine. Here's what's gonna happen. Okay, the
Here's
show
my
will
cat.
pay.
Here's my cat. My cat can be the Pied Piper and lead them all out.
I'm getting out of here.
All
Order
right,
in the
everybody,
court.
get out of here. Come on.
In order in the court. Let me finish my statement. What I was gonna say is that you're right, Mr. Slick. The show will be paying, investing in this rat business of yours. This will be the first all rat petting zoo, and it will be glorious. It will be not a blight on the neighborhood, but a beautiful addition if we make it sanitary and safe. And therefore, then you will have the funds to reimburse everybody for introducing plague into the neighborhood. And now this entire courtroom, we should probably get everybody tested.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I would like to donate my entire formal living room and dining room to be used as a rat sanctuary. Would that be nice, Brian?
Yeah, that'd be real nice.
And Mr. Slick, if you don't mind, I would like to maybe talk about making a deal. Since I believe this is in Fairfield, maybe we can add it to our lovely Judge Moody getaways. We can add that on the tour.
Yeah. Hey, Dorothy, you remember in 3rd grade when we had that poetry assignment and we all had to write a poem?
Yes.
No, I wrote a poem, but I never read it in class. I told the teacher I didn't do it, but I did. But I was embarrassed to read it because it was for you.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Please read the poem so we can all hear it.
I have it memorized. Dorothy, you're really nice. You're as nice as a bowl of rice. And I wish that I could eat you not once, but twice.
Ryan.
Oh, wow. I really thought mice was going to be in there with the rat thing, but that's still
Nah.
fair.
That's so beautiful. You're so talented.
Nah.
Okay, we all agree Mr. Slick is talented. Thank you all. This case is over. Thank you.
No. Oh. Oh, I'll never look at a bowl of rice the same again.
That went really well, and now I might be able to date Dorothy.
I always thought he was cute in 3rd grade, and honestly, he's even cuter now.
Tell you the truth, I don't really remember her from 3rd grade, and I just made that ridiculous poem up, but she's hot.
I've been waiting for somebody like him for my entire adult single life, and I can't wait to settle down and make a life with him.
I'm gonna break up with my girlfriend in a couple of months before they two find out about each other.
I'll even adopt a rat.
Thank you for watching this episode of Judge Moody. Remember, if you have a complaint or dispute and you can't work it out, don't take things into your own hands. Take them to court and have them settled here in the courtroom of Judge Moody.
And thank you, everybody. That is our show tonight. Let's bring the entire cast of the show onto the stage. And on the count of 3, everybody, let's take a great big bow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. My friends, tonight's show, The Improvised Courtroom of Judge Moody, was conceived and directed by Eileen Tumlin. Eileen, wave hello so everybody knows who we're thanking. What an awesome run of this show. Thank you for bringing it to us, Eileen. Thank you all for being in it, and thank you all out there for coming to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, Synergy Theater performs full-length improvised plays, and we do it right here online every Thursday at 6 and Friday at 7. Please come back next week. We're debuting 2 brand new shows, Adventure adventure serial in the style of an adventure movie, and another one which is so good, it's so large an idea, it cannot even fit in my head. But you come back next week and you watch it, Thursday at 6 and Friday at 7. And I'm sure you're going to have a great time. If improvisation looks like fun, it really is. And if you think you might be able to do it, you really can. So if you want to take an improv class, Synergy Theater offers them. All you got to do is go to synergytheater.com, click on School of Improvisation. We have online improv classes from every level, from beginning all the way up to master classes. Come and take this class with Synergy Theater. It's fun, you'll make friends, and we'd love to get to know you. Finally, Synergy Theater is a non-profit arts organization, and if you are of the means and capable of doing so, your tax-deductible donation would go a great way towards helping us continue to bring free online entertainment to everybody for as long as we're all trapped inside. Please go to synergytheater.com, click on Support Synergy Theater, and anything you can do to help us will be very, very much appreciated. And now the producer just whispered in my ear and reminded me that our other show this coming weekend, is Spontaneous Soap Opera. So come on back. You don't want to miss them. Both adventure serial and soap opera are actual serials. They each have 3 or 4 shows week after week, and they really will continue one episode from the other. So start at the beginning and watch straight through with us. Thank you all so much for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and always remember, Synergy Theater loves you. Good night, everyone.
I guess we're off.
No, we're not.
We're still live.
And we're
still
still on, so we still love you.
Woo! We still love you.
Dance party.
We go off live.
No, we're still live.
Still live.
I think Ken
Lost
lost connection.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe we should just leave.
Quick and come back.
So we can talk about our next round of shows that are coming up.
We
over
can talk about them.
spring season.
Yes, are you doing a show, Nikki, that you want to talk about?
There's Ken.
Ken, we are still live.
What?
We're still live.
All right, everybody, let's just log off. Let's just close out our cameras and go home. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.